For example, we learn that music is encoded in our genome and how to design to support rather than suppress this instinct. At its heart, this book explains how the activity of construction is highly meaningful to us and why we cannot expect to stop building. Coady demonstrates what we must do to avoid overbuilding and overwhelming our planet if we are to thrive in this current millennium. Each of the 12 principles of conscious construction is framed as a lyrical meme seed intended for sharing, discussion, and remembering. Governments should implement these strategies, and they should be taught in architecture and engineering schools. Rebuilding Earth defines a bold new paradigm and inspires us to take meaningful action before it's too late. I hope you'll read it with enthusiasm and become as inspired and optimistic about our future as I am. Christiana Figueres, former Executive Secretary of UN Climate Change Convention, founding partner of Global Optimism and co-author of The Future We Choose. Introduction. This is a call to action. I am an architect, a part of the construction industry whose job it is to design, engineer, and build, something we do well, a little too well as it turns out. We are responsible for all of the plazas, parking lots, roads, pipelines, bridges, tunnels, dams, piers, railways, airports, factories, hospitals, power plants, you name it. Not just the buildings we live and work in, all of the construction on Earth. Consequently, my industry is also responsible for much of the harm, inadvertent or otherwise, that we humans have done to our own planet. The intention of this book is to put some of that right, while there's still time. Within it, you'll find the 12 principles of conscious construction, a lifetime's distillation of reflecting on and trying to solve these self-created problems arising out of our drive to build. Collectively, they form a blueprint for a better future for all of us. When I look back, as a teenager, I could not stay well in urban environments. I suffered from vision problems and muscle weakness in my legs and arms. I was particularly sensitive to pollutants. I discovered wilderness as my cure. There I found the fresh air, clean water, and toxin-free soil I needed to stay strong physically. The scent of pine, cedar, and spruce rejuvenated me. The salts and wave power of the oceans revitalized me, and still do. In wilderness, I found the sounds I needed to stay sane. Birdsong, wind in the trees, and the infinite sighing of the sea calmed me. I also found a wonderful sense of space in wilderness. On college winter camping trips, I chose to sleep outside on the snow, rather than in the confines of a tent. I had a very good sleeping bag. As cities grew, I moved west to stay on the edge of the wildlands. But now roads and buildings grow over almost every wild space. Even here in beautiful British Columbia, once clear skies fill with wildfire smoke every summer. Glaciers that reflect moonlight on cloudless nights lie dying in the mountains. Whitewater rivers run dry below dams. And for all of this, I feel sad. It started out so well. Despite economic turmoil, the early 20th century was also a time of celebration. Architects were famous. 48 million people came to Chicago, the home of the original skyscraper, to celebrate a century of progress at the Chicago World's Fair in 1933. President Franklin D. Roosevelt was a great fan and declared, "I am wishing everyone has a chance to see the century of progress and the advance shown since the World's Fair of 1893. The architecture of the fair was modern and futuristic. It was a celebration of the industrial age. The Industrial Revolution began in the 18th century when agricultural workers started moving from the farm to the factory. And within a century, the modern industrial age city was born. The industrial age replaced hand tools with power-driven machines, freeing us to make whatever we imagined. Architects from around the globe explored new industrial materials and factory-style building techniques.
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.